doing here? You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I gotta have a mind to hit you.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse, Jonathan Taylor. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Colts in the pass, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Indianapolis. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
When you look at this Patriots defense, they really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 162, tying him with LaDainian Tomlinson for third place all time. And the Colts need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 21 carries, 82 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
All again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run with Hall. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hall again. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Breece Hall with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Off play action. Tuttle, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach all game long.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Breece Hall. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. On first down, Tuttle in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Brings up fourth down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. The Colts send out their punter. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they get downfield creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, a run with Hall. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 21 yards there on third down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 33. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll give to Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. They'll run with Hall. And this time he is in. Breece Hall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Ryland up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Now James returning. Here's James. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, tunnel, and this is going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
45-yard line. 2 yards on the play. 1st down, Patriots.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. One more time with Hall. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play this time, but it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Let's go now.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
The Patriots send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. James now to return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Down. Blue check. Yellow line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Ryland up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Indy set to go on offense once more. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do in this league, as soon as...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
Looking to throw on second down. Tuttle. And this taken in by Downs. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Tuttle. And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll go again with Hall. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
A gain of 15.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 119 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
First down, Patriots.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And a Patriot first down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Breece Hall. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. The extra point by Ryland up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
Back out is the kicker Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Now James returning. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing to start the drive. Tuttle. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. That complete to Downs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 37 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Tuttle connecting over the middle with Downs. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The Colts on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Come on, set.
Back to throw again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ready?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return is Jones. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England's offense set to go. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards.
Okay, ready?
They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
Go! Go street!
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are. And let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. This pass out wide to Hall. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
A gain of 14. First down, Patriots.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Let's go here all week. Let's get us a Here we go. Here we go.
And now they'll audible to something else. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
And a Patriot first down.
Hey, 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Patriots, their strong September has carried